Yo, 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 yo. This is QI in the building. Also known as unapologetically QI. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to see if a few people are gonna enter the building, but I'm just gonna go ahead with my spiel. Um, people, my people, my people. My people, my people, my people. I'm gonna give it a few minutes because I do want people to. I know y'all see what's going on out here. I have ADHD. So, and that's genius. I've been told that I'm genius like I'm genius. All right. So, also I have to do multiple things at one time because I get bored because my mind works real fast. So, basically, YouTube is a great tool for me. Because even if I'm cleaning the house or whatever, I have YouTube on my big screen and I'm walking around and I'm cleaning and I'm doing different things, which is helping to, like help me get my tasks done a lot quicker and more efficiently. My dog over here drinking water all loudly. You're loud. Um, and um I've always been into psychology. Even, as a child, I used to find old psychology books and stuff like that and read and different things of that nature. And I've always been a people studier or a people watcher. So although, I might have on YouTube, although it may not necessarily be educational material, it's like some kind of way I'm learning something or I'm gathering information from the situation. So I know y'all, my free thinkers, my critical thinkers, my people who use their own brains, my people who assess situations uh, with their own cognitive thought. I know y'all have been seeing what has been going on out here, especially in the beefing sector. It's crazy, ain't it? Real crazy. A lot of these people are, let me just go into this first. Like I said, psychology. I would have majored in psychology. I'm an art major, but I would have majored in psychology. I had math anxiety because I get overwhelmed real quickly and different things like that. So I opted out of the psychology and decided to go with the arts. But I still had a passion for it. And it's a difference between people with okay, so you have uh biological uh mental health disorders like bipolar and different things of that nature. Those are just chemical balances, and a lot of times they're not as severe. Then even when you say schizophrenia, that is very recognizable and it's severe, but and it falls under the line under the line of chemical imbalance. But you have some majorly severe mental disorders, majorly severe, and they fall under the lines of personality disorders. Now let me tell you the difference between a chemical disorder and a personality disorder, which is there are 13 of them. I heard somebody say HPD. I was listening to Olivia the Oracle today. HPD histrionic. There are 13 of those personality disorders, and a lot of times they come from childhood trauma and different things like that. And a lot of times they're not treatable, which means that you should not expect any change. Like a person with bipolar, can take some medication, depression, different thing, anxiety, PTSD, different things, and a lot of people have some type of mental disorder in this type of environment or this type of world today. But like I said, we're talking about these severe ones that come from, childhood trauma, and the difference is like a lot of times even psychiatrists, psychologists, and people in the mental health profession don't really care to treat them, because in a lot of ways they're untreatable, and in a lot of ways they're in denial. So we have a lot of that going on. Uh, and when we say childhood trauma, you gotta just think that, or just know that in a lot of ways, one of the deficiencies that they had in their, or one of the traumatic experiences that they had in their childhood was lack of attention. So attention to some of these people are like gold. It's like a drug. And then once they get a little bit of it, they will do anything and everything, jump over hurdles, do somersaults, whatever. Oh my God, why they want to call? And I hope I'm still being heard. Let me know if my sound is all right. I just received a phone call. I got to get back to my computers. I got to hook up. I'm major life changes right now for the best. Uh, for the best. It takes time and different things of that nature. I don't want to go into details because it's personal, my personal business, and it's none of folks' business. But I hope I'm being heard. But at any rate, it's like this. Attention is like gold. They would do anything for it. Uh and they don't mind attention, whether good or bad. They would go to jail, hell, or wherever for this attention, because it's something that, they yearn for all their life and they never receive. And these people a lot of times are very delusional. Um uh as my grandmama used to say, they have little movies playing in their head. Now the sad part about it is the little movies that has been playing in their heads, they're now bringing it to the big screen. They're now bringing these productions and these plays uh to YouTube, to the beefing sector, and to other sectors as well. It's spread. I'm telling you. I used to think that the attention brings out people's psychosis. Because at one time I was like, is it YouTube that bring out the narcissistic or the personality disorders? No, it's the attention. But these people out here are doing these big time productions, and the bad part about it is they're not telling us. They're not doing their disclaimers. This is entertainment. This is just a production. They're not telling us it's fake. And then it involves their real life, and then they're involving other people's real life. Then they're out here triggering folks and doing a whole lot of things. And that's why my title is the way it was. I just got finished talking about 5150, this beach. She ain't better. She's still a little sick. Um, There's some people out here with some severe issues. And y'all are going to have to really be careful, um, because it's so easily to have your mind altered as well. It's like it's a poison or something. It's like it's contagious. And if you don't use your own mind, your own critical thinking, your own free thinking, if you don't use your mind, then you can very easily become psychotic as well. And this is just a public service announcement. And it's not like it's a lot of stuff. I'm often talking about these type of things on my channel lately, and that's why I've came back out here. I do these little short clips, and it's just to help people, help some of the people who deserve help and who will receive it. Because I know all are not. They say the road is narrow. Um, but I mean, we got a lot of cults out here, and I'm talking about real cults, and real cults. Cults that's gulfing up smaller cults, and they're infiltrating sectors and different things. They're out here advocating and pushing things real hard. So you have to be careful who you align yourself with as well. We got some people out here. I don't know if y'all know what pushing P is, and I see it like from other they pushing P because basically selling humans, whether it be for a sexual reason or whatever, is one of the biggest industries. It always has. It's a big money maker, whether it be offsprings or whether it be just for that pleasure. And World War III, they always said it was an information war, and we're in the midst of it. That's why you really have to use your mind. You really have to look at things critically, and you really have to do things that better serve yourself. First law of nature is self preservation. Remember that. You can't help your children or nobody else if you're not protected. And like World War III is basically religious. It's the war of religion. It's the history repeats itself. It's like the religious crusades from back in the day. The queen died, the matriarch died, so pretty Queen Elizabeth, and so now people are out here. Other countries are out here fighting for rulership. But unfortunately, a lot of these other countries are not. Uh, they don't view women in the same manner. And so women's rights are in jeopardy. And that's seriously because if women have no rights, nor do they children. I mean, if you are a concubine or a slave, so are your born children. So just keep that in mind. You can't protect anybody else in your family if you're subjugated. And that's one of the biggest reasons I fight for women's rights and I fight for women empowerment. But y'all, it's crazy out here. I almost feel like they've just opened the gates to the psych wards and different things just to let a lot of people loose, and they out here running wild. We're being distracted. We got a whole lot of serious things going on, and it's just crazy. So, like I said, this wasn't meant. I try to make these 10 minutes or whatever. Um, but really, I just want to come on and say what I gotta say, and then get off. But and maybe next month or whatever, I'm probably going to reinvest in StreamYard because I do want to start engaging in some conversations. I got to first find out if if it can happen, and if it's going to be lucrative. But I'm just testing the waters because it's a lot I have to say, and and I plan to bring forth some different types of content. I'm gonna try to make it fun and not so boring or not so serious all the time because I'm there are multiple sides to me, and I like for people to see me unapologetically. But y'all just watch out here. It's a lot going on. Pay attention, proceed with caution, and all that good stuff. Uh, it's a lot of severely mentally ill people out here. It's a lot of traumatized people out here. It's a lot of people out here that hurt people hurt people. It's a lot of people that want to hurt people and hurt people that look like themselves because they have self-hatred issues. So just be caution And as always, I thank everybody who supports me. I thank all listening and listening ears. Please feel free to leave comments, because I'm open, and and I love you all. Peace, love, light, and all that. And this is QI Critical Thinking, unapologetically QI in the building. And until next time, I'll see you there. Peace.